because it's harder for me to do those videos. You see how late they're coming out.
I got you. We live. Hold, let me go ahead and hit our intro.
Welcome to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. This is a channel where we discuss hot topics in our community. Our focus is to be a positive channel on YouTube and share our perspectives on fundamental issues. Make sure you tune in every week for new videos and join the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And now, here are your hosts, Brandon and Lewis.
I forgot the thing so loud and we don't got to fade out. But anyway, welcome guys. This is the Men of the Metaverse podcast. And I do like that intro, especially that part you doing like this. It looks like you breaking down something very serious. And like you say, you probably was. I can't remember what you was talking about there. But
I think I was talking about marinating some pork chops.
Possibly, because you never know. But that's what I'm saying. You never know what kind of content you gonna get for us. We may help you with your taxes. We may help you in your cooking. So Lewis does know. He act like he don't know how to cook.
I don't.
For real. But Lewis actually knows how to marinate. He knows what meat to use on what cooking skillet. He knows what temperature to have it. Do you do any basting if you're doing a steak? You've done some of that, I'm sure.
Barely.
He knows how to do it. I seen how you made a breakfast sandwich. Like, what would you rate yourself at? High on the cooking scale, or compared to other men? You're not a chef.
I'm average.
Lewis is a damn lie.
I am average. So average. This past week I sold food preparation and delivery services.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's just because you want to relax a little bit and let other people. But if you had to, could you? Did you go to McDonald's?
Huh?
Did you go to McDonald's?
No, I didn't go to McDonald's,
okay.
But I like McDonald's.
The average black man, especially in the early 20s, late 20s, mid 20s, they go into McDonald's, they go into Wendy's, they eating that kind of stuff because they don't know how to cook. And like I said, remember that video we did how you start doing salmon and rice? It's a lot of people starting to just get the salmon and the wild rice down. or baked shout out to you. Yeah, baked chicken. You're on the way. You're doing great. You got away from the ravioli. You got away from the Chef Boyardee. You're starting to really step it up. You're gonna get some grilled shrimp and stuff. You're gonna overcook the shrimp because that's what we all do at first. Too small and cook too much, but you'll get there. Just hang in there. You're on the right path. Me and Lewis did the same thing. We didn't know how to cook shrimp at first. You kind of cook it. You play around with how early you pull them off because you can overcook shrimp and they'll taste fine, but if you get the perfect temperature, they're just right.
Well, with Brandon talk about overcooked shrimp now, if you paying shrimp $3.99 a pound, no difference how you cook those. They all
you're right. But like I said,
ain't it?
You're right.
But if you get the watch this, if you get the 21, the 25 count, people may not even know what that is. then that may taste a little different.
You're right.
If you overcook them.
You're right. Because you can get quote unquote fresh shrimp where they just throw them out and weigh them out to you. You can get them frozen, but they're not cooked. Or you can get pre-cooked. They got pre-cooked shrimp too in the freezer section. Have you ever did the pre-cooked? I know people, I see YouTube videos, people using the pre-cooked shrimp.
I never did. Well, I could have bought pre-cooked shrimp maybe once or twice in my life, but that was in my early 20s.
Right.
And all shrimp you get in from stores, 99% of it is pre-frozen, Brandon.
Yeah, for sure. But if you go to Fresh Market, they'll tell you this is the fresh shrimp,
Nah, that's frozen. It's frozen.
Right.
Only way to get it. You gotta go to the beach.
Right.
There could be people getting off the boat. If you could buy it straight off that boat, that's when you go get it. Right. But make sure when you buy fresh strips like that
Mm-hmm.
is very sensitive. So in a day, it could go bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
Because you have fished with shrimp?
yes.
Okay. Like I said, I've been out there. After a couple of hours with that shrimp, it's gonna start to smell.
Now, if you get the Vietnamese shrimp, the Chinese shrimp, they
What
put
is it
so
gonna be?
much antibiotics and chemicals in there. It takes a long
You're
time
right. You're right.
for the stuff to grow up.
You're right.
See,
But
Brandon talk about that wild caught shrimp he be
Yeah.
fishing with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What you can do. But like I said, we don't want to jump off topic too much. We want to have a short show tonight just because we did one just a couple of days ago.
Now we're doing these shows because shit, I may be going down.
Okay.
So if I'm going down, might as well have some content to go up.
I got you.
Now, Brandon, I used to.
What?
How many videos we did on Snoop cereal in the past? We
did at least 3. It seemed like we did at least 3 videos.
All right, audience, come here for your good content because Man in the Metaverse, we do stuff years before it makes it to the main news.
Right. And how was that? How was that? What is it that you see, or what foresight do you have that you knew this was going to be an issue sooner or later, or just that it was an important topic? Go ahead.
Well, it's just called just paying attention. You read, my brother, read.
But Lewis, it's easier to get wrapped up in the latest gossip, or what somebody else talking about, another comedian talked about. It's hard for people to focus on the real issues when these juicy topics come up and people think that's what we should be focusing on.
This is Master P. He's in one of our color books that we gonna have once Brandon finishes the video. He's in one of our comic books that's coming out sometime this month.
Sure.
Mr. P. Miller, hold
on. You gonna show the picture?
You see, Mr. P. Miller.
Right.
That's P. Miller. They may say that's made the brief. But it's somebody.
Correct.
100% black owned.
Right.
And 60% of the proceeds come to me and Brandon.
Correct.
And that's $1.
But a year ago, we talked about the cereal, him having a lawsuit because they wanted Snoop to change it. I think it would.
Okay, let's do the history.
Go ahead.
Him and Snoop Dogg got together. They said, "Man, let's make a company.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to stay in our family, build a legacy, let's sell products that daily consumer can use."
Yeah.
So him and Snoop came up with a product, and they kind of piggyback on set of Fruit Loops. They call them Snoop Loops.
And I like that. It's
correct. Spell completely different. But Kroger, what's the
Kellogg? It's
Kellogg's.
Yeah.
Kellogg's put a stop and a cease on that. Check out our videos. The link is below. Once we edit this out, the link's below to that video. So they had to change the names. So Master P and Snoop Dogg came up with a campaign that was asking people, what name should we pick? What name should you pick? Then they came out with Snoop Cereal. So it's a broad name, Snoop Cereal. Then they have the subtitle name at the bottom. Right. Like maybe.
And let me ask you this. Did Kellogg's have to put a cease and desist on Snoop Cereal? Did they have to do that?
No, they felt threatened for some reason.
You're right.
And they got one of their lawyers. Since they pay the lawyers anyway, they got them on the right that they say, if you don't do this, we come up with a lawsuit next. That's how it usually happens.
Right. Because they could have been like, hey, we see what you're trying to do. Let's, we have plenty of money. We're not hurting. Let's, applaud him. We're going to go ahead and give him the rights, the trademark to be able to use. He's not using our name, but he's using a variant of the name kinda. So they could have just been like, we support it. We go ahead, do your thing, brother.
This is America. It does not work like that. It's cutthroat. It's the dollar first. It's I get the money and F everybody else.
Yeah.
All right. Turns out, Turns out Snoop Dogg and Master P had to sue Kellogg's. Brandon, can you read that thing and highlight it?
What's the first paragraph for the rapper?
Yes.
Rappers Snoop Dogg and Master P are suing Walmart and food manufacturers post-consumer brands, arguing that both companies intentionally left their cereal products off shelves and hidden in stock rooms in an attempt to sabotage their brand.
Now, Brandon, do you believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Why? Now, how you believe it and you never seen it? You seen it?
Well,
before?
I actually saw a video of a guy. Maybe you saw the same video. It kind of was going viral. It looked a little staged. Like I said, it's hard to believe videos that you see nowadays. But a guy went backstage, or not backstage, but in the stock room of Walmart, kind of looking on the shelves for where the cereal is. Because if you go on Walmart's app and you say, "Oh, y'all got it in stock," cool, I'm gonna go ahead and order it. But if I go on the shelf and I don't see it on the shelf, it's kind of like you're keeping people from spending money on my product. So my product's gonna stay on the shelf. It's gonna get old. Y'all gonna throw it away.
Master P, Percy Miller, please hear this following statement that Lewis Presley is about to make.
Okay.
Lewis Presley, hold to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. I got the Bible. My hand is on a Bible. Nothing but the truth and all about the truth and the statement I'm following to make.
Okay.
Brandon, when I first, did you see me purchase boxes of this?
I know we talked about it. I think you say you did.
Did you see me?
No, I didn't see. I didn't see.
Okay. Did you see I had a box of it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you about my experience of buying that.
Okay.
They said they was released to Walmart. Somehow it took a long time to come out to Walmart.
Uh-huh.
So I went into Walmart. I said, I'll go buy some Snoop cereal. Went down there, ran it down to the cereal aisle. Look, no cereal. I said, what the hell? I said, they must be sold out. So I'll get it. I'll go to the back of Walmart. Technically, I'm out of the grocery aisle.
Okay.
I'm one aisle over from the dog food.
Please tell me it wasn't over there.
I look up Snoop cereal
in the dog food area. Dang.
You know how like owls got two sides.
Yeah.
One side like on one owl and the other owl. They's connected, but one is on one owl and the other one's on the other owl.
I got you.
I'm technically out of the grocery store side of Walmart.
I got you.
I'm between the dog food, the laundry detergent, the paper plates, and the household chemicals.
I got you.
I'm in that section.
And how many boxes did you see?
It was the equivalent of an end cap.
Oh wow!
So
they just purposely put it over there.
Walmart.
Wasn't an accident.
Snoop, listen to my words. It was the size of a end cap. And on the aisle on the other side was the dog food. The cereal was halfway across the damn stove.
Right. So if you're looking for cereal, you're not gonna be able to find it. But if you're looking for dog food, you're gonna find your dog food, but then you're gonna see the Snoop cereal. So you probably gonna buy it? No, you're not gonna buy it, probably.
It was technically in a little area they use as like a small seasonal section.
Okay, I got you.
But on the other side of that same aisle is the dog food. So it was a difficult time finding Snoop cereal in Maryland in 2023. I had a difficult time.
Yeah.
And I assumed that other people had that time of trying to find that cereal.
Yeah, and I saw some comments. People were saying the same thing. Like, look, I was looking for the cereal in the store and I couldn't find it, but it was saying that the store had it. And are Walmart employees the most helpful when you're trying to look for something? I'm not gonna say
they are usually not.
I can't do.
They are usually not, because now they focus on fulfilling Walmart Plus stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
Right.
That's the whole time you'll see nobody. I think they stock at night now.
Yeah.
But in the daytime, it's only Walmart Plus people putting stuff in those blue boxes.
Yeah.
Now, Master P came on his social media, if I can recollect, and saying, guys, when you go into Walmart, ask for it. You got to look for it because it's hard to find. He said that before the lawsuit.
Right.
And it is hard to find. Now, the suit argues that when two rappers approach post-consumer brands to get support for one of the cereals. Snoop cereal, the food manufacturer, attempt to outright buy the brand. So they came to Post Cereal, say, "Hey man, could y'all help us with the distribution and and this stuff?" And the brand said, "Let me just buy it." What you think they said, Brandon? What you think, Snoop Dogg? They said no.
Yeah, they said no.
The rappers declined the offer, saying they believe it will destroy the whole purpose of leaving the company to their family. Don't they take balls, Brandon?
Yeah. Didn't they do the same thing with Sean John and some of the other, brands that we had? Like, I think
no, Sean John showed out,
but
Rockaware showed out.
What you mean showed out?
Sold out.
Oh, they sold out.
Fubu sold out. Name another one.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. They was thinking Snoop and Master P were gonna do the same thing. But like, look, let's just take it off your hands and we'll run it for you. And it'll be successful. And as soon as you do it, they're gonna run it in the ground. And you're like, look, they had a chance of doing something, and we destroyed it. We stopped them.
Not necessarily. If they owned it, it's not necessarily a running in the ground. They could have tried to boost it up, but instead of splitting big profits with Snoop Dogg and Master P, they kept all the profits and just have Snoop Dogg and Master P on a salary.
Yeah. But and use their likeness on the cereal still?
No, their likeness, they'll use them on the cereal.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll think it's all Snoop and Master P, but
it's really not.
It's really not.
Now, Post is suggested to enter a partnership promotion agreement with Brothers Food to manufacture, market, distribute, and sell Snoop cereal in 2002. Now, they could have manufactured, Brandon. They could have distributed. They could have sold it, but they damn sure they do no marketing.
No,
because that was Master P all the way
on
his social media. They said they would go split profits. Months after Soup cereal launch in July, a lawsuit argues that the customers were no longer able to find the cereal in many Walmart stores across the United States, unlike other cereals under the Post brand. That is a correct statement. It was hard for me to find. I have to want to search. Hard.
And you know how many different cereals there are in the cereal aisle to start with. So you're already at at a disadvantage. So if somebody's hiding it in a different area completely, it's gonna make it even twice as hard.
But if you at least put in the area, at least the consumer have an opportunity
for sure,
to pick it.
For sure.
On the time you was gonna pick his cereal, you had to go for Kibbles and Bits. What are Kibbles and Bits at? Let me get some cereal.
Right. Because like I said, you're not gonna be thinking, for sure. Usually people buy dog food, they're not buying a bunch of groceries.
The lawsuit added that the product was listed as sold out or out of stock. Store employees found several boxes of the cereal in the stock rooms, and they had been coded "Do not put on store shelves." Brandon, why do you think they code that?
They're trying to tank them. They don't want people buying the cereal. Whoever is in management, upper management in Walmart, they don't really want that to take off, because Walmart is in business with Kellogg's, is in business with some of these other I guess not consumers, but producers. Like
they in business with Post too, Brandon.
Yeah, for sure.
Those two companies, I didn't run the numbers because we don't get no views, but those two companies probably make billions off each other.
For sure.
Well, maybe I'll go and quit that. Probably 95% of Post revenue come from selling to Walmart.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. The only reason Soup cereals would not sell because Post and Walmart intentionally kept it from reaching the market.
Right.
Now, Brandon, how big is that statement, Brandon?
That's huge. How are you gonna get ahead but isn't that what our struggle is every time as Black people? We're trying to get ahead. We're doing all we can. They just say pull yourself up by your bootstraps. So what does he do? He creates a cereal and puts it out. he tries to push it, tries to promote it, but we're always met with these obstacles where it's just something going on, and it's just nothing. Nobody's going to help us. Like we can help ourselves, but we do need wonderful people to help us too.
Correct. And here's most young people, even old people, may not realize this. Beautiful people.
Get my light right. Well, you do that. Go ahead.
That sometimes people would sit in a closed room and talk about how they're going to destroy you. Sometimes, I'm going to say that again. Sometimes people sit in a closed door room talking about how they going to destroy you. I have a feeling Walmart and Post sat in a closed room, emails or talks, probably not emails, and figure out how they gonna to destroy you. Facebook, Amazon are two companies that the board members or the CEO sit in closed rooms and figure out how they will destroy other companies.
But why do you think they do that? Or why do you think that people don't think that happens?
Okay, you asked me two questions. Which one you want me to answer, Brandon?
So why do you think they need to do this? Why do you think they need to have these closed door, I guess, discussions?
Because just like the Declaration of Independence, it was written in closed doors. With a group of men figure out how they go to
run. And what kind of men are in there?
Powerful businessman.
Okay.
You try
Wonderful. I'm just asking.
You try to say something.
Well, people have said we're race baiting, and maybe this is just something that we're creating. Like Master P, it's nobody fighting against Master P. His race doesn't have anything to do with it. Him trying to do a product. Everybody else does products. Why is he complaining? Why is he trying to sue? Nobody's hiding his cereal.
Well, the first thing he did is he said, "I'm not selling all of it to y'all guys." He's not gonna be like Oprah Winfrey. He's not gonna be like Sean John. With Jay-Z.
Right.
He's not gonna be like Puff Daddy. He said, I want to have a good, I want to be the majority owner.
No, that's too much.
That's too much. Sometimes people can't handle that.
Right.
So since you didn't sell to us, how about we set up a deal that I go close, I go, and you don't know, but we go shut you down, and we go do like Amazon does. We go shut you down. Say you can't sell no more products. You lose all your money because you ain't selling stuff, and then we come in there and buy up or just let you go. That's what Amazon does. Amazon and Facebook are some of the most cutthroat companies you ever seen.
Yeah. Is that fair though? You think that's fair?
If you got the power. If you got the power, like if me and Brandon was a $1 billion company. You think
will we act this way? Will we act this way? Will we? Is this what God?
Well, if it's a $100 million company threatening us, what you think we gonna do? Huh? What you think? How are we the biggest?
Right. But what if we feel like maybe we owe a group of people something, and they've been oppressed? Like, what if we could offer a helping hand?
You talk about we or other people?
Well, just us. Like we could be like, you know what? Because that's what it starts with. It starts with groups of people with power helping another group of people rise up. And we're going to talk about some immigrants, how they're being helped in a different way. But go ahead.
I got stuff on that.
Okay.
Well, Brandon, I said this last year. I said the beautiful people are the only people in the world that can save the world.
Right.
Nobody else think about what you thinking about, Brandon. Nobody.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that? I agree.
Because the actions and the history. You have how big is Europe, Brandon? Is that a big area?
Not. It's not huge.
but somehow it seems like the people who was born there,
Run the world in a way.
for the past 1,000 years, since they look around, they got rocks and trees. Man, I want to be around these rocks and trees, man. Let's see what they got over here. So they go to Africa with the beaches, the lions and tigers and the jungle and watermelon. You know, y'all got that over here? Okay, let's get that. Did they move east? They go to India. Oh, they got the silks. They got all these women belly dancing. Oh, okay, let's get that. Then they go to China. China got a lot of people in flip-flops, you know. but China got that tea though. I said, "Ooh, we like tea." Okay. To get that tea, this is history lesson. We'll buy y'all tea and sell y'all heroin. How that sound?
That's not a good deal.
But did it happen?
It did in a way, yes.
All right. So give us the tea, give us the silk, you know, and we're gonna give you drugs for your people.
And you'll be high and you'll be satisfied.
And you'll be high till you're satisfied. And then next thing you know, China in the 1800s, 1900s, say, hold on, this ain't no good deal. We're giving these guys green tea, black tea, all the tea in the world. Do they grow tea in Europe, in British Britain?
No, they don't.
But they sip a lot of tea, so they got to steal it. All right? We've been giving these guys all this tea. And only thing they doing over here is giving us drugs. Our people are doped up and high.
Right.
You know, you saw. Look at the pictures. You see the pictures. People on the streets laying out their hair
because it's a good feeling, right? It's hard to function that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then
you're going to be addicted too. So that's the thing. You know?
And then what else they do, brother? Okay. Now we got the Negroes cutting all this tobacco in the slave states. So tobacco come from the 13 colonies, come to Britain. Britain is in a industrial age, so they rolled it up in cigarettes. So they say, okay, we're gonna give China cigarettes and heroin, and we gonna want all the silk and all the tea you can make.
Does that sound like a fair trade?
Dr. Clark Edison told unequal exchange. You got to know about unequal exchange.
Well, you think they were bullied into it though? Do you think they were bullied into it?
No.
So how would somebody make a deal that way? Or why does somebody look at a different group and feel like that other group is superior? Because in a way, that's what they're saying.
How you say they're superior?
I just think if you're taking a bad deal, you just want to do business with somebody just because you feel a certain type of way with them, and you know the whole world kind of looks at Europeans that way, like they're better than whichever group it is. If they go into Africa, if they're going to China, if they're going wherever they're going, North America, Latin America, you know, just wherever they are, people are looking up to them. Like when they came over with the Indians. When I'm not saying that's how the Indians felt, but it's like you'll let somebody bully you, push you out of your own land, push you into bad deals.
All right, Brandon. Before I forget. No, they are not superior. Those people do not know their worth or their worth. So I'll go let you know a tip. Here's a tip. Anytime a wonderful person want to buy your stuff, it's worth 10 times as much as they'll pay you.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I don't want to buy your grandma a house. It's a hut. It's a shack. I'll give you $10,000. Grandma just died. The uncles think about a new Cadillac in the 1960s.
That's right.
All right. Oh, I don't live here. It mosquitoes and snakes. Next thing you know, you sell it for $10,000. 50 years later, it's called Hilton Head.
Right. Let me ask you this, Lewis. Have you ever been at the mall and you had some Jordans on? Have you ever had a wonderful person come up to me? Dang, Lewis, I like them Jordans. Can I buy your Jordans from you?
No, it never happened.
Do you think they value? Go ahead.
If that did happen, what you don't know, your Jordans, that pair of Jordans on eBay is going for $15,000. You thought you got a deal because you wore them out. You said, man, these are first editions Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
You know, they look like Bobos to you.
But they know something you don't know.
It's $15,000 on eBay in a raggedy shape.
Correct.
Yeah, it's always, guys, Brandon, I work for an employer, right? Everybody. If they pay me a salary, they make 10 times, I give them 10 times as much work.
Yeah.
So if you work for minimum wage, you are making that company, minimum wage is $12. You making that company $100-something an hour off your labor, but they're paying you minimum wage.
Yeah, that's America. I mean, this is business anyway, you know.
That's everything. So always remember, if a wonderful person comes to you, asks you to buy something based on history and facts,
not opinion,
not my opinion, you may be sitting on something.
Yeah.
Louisiana Purchase was bought for some black eyed peas and some cornbread.
Was that a good deal? But they made a bunch of bad deals. But it's just funny how these deals have gone by, you know, and here we are today. So just
50 million African male slaves was bought for some raggedy clothes and some beat up guns.
You said beat up guns.
Guns that they didn't work. You know? So they use those 50 million slaves to dig all the gold and silver out of South America. And they gave you a shirt because you wasn't wearing shirts. And some guns so you could kill the other people in the tribe because black people are tribal. Fuck them other niggas.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
There it is. And you sold them your whole you sold them 10 generations.
That's fine.
For a Gucci shirt. And a throwaway pistol.
But are they good salesmen? Are they hyping up what they're getting ready to sell you or give you? You know, like in these deals, like, I don't know. It's just, you got to be careful when you're making deals. Don't do it so hastily. Like, have you ever, like I said, a big purchase like a car or you buying a house or like you have to really mull over these decisions and think about it and talk to people. You may want to hire a lawyer sometime just to see, or like if you're buying a car, go to a mechanic. Like, make sure that this decision you're making you're making a good decision on it. Like, you bought a used car. Used car is one of the hardest things to buy because you can buy it could check out, but as soon as probably the first 2 months, that's when you're gonna have car issues.
Reason why I'm drinking today, Brandon's favorite brand, Hyundai. F me over. It's like it's a scam.
Oh yeah, what's going on with it now?
I'll go make bad engines for half a decade.
Do you think it's on purpose? It's got to.
Yes, they had to be
on purpose. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna deny people for a half a decade. Once they get enough lawsuits, they gonna say, we had a problem. Then they say, okay, let me get this fixed. You're out of warranty. We can't fix it. Right.
Because they know when the stuff gonna start breaking down.
Or watch this. Yes, we have a problem, but since you're out of warranty, we gotta run the special test to make sure it's the motor. How much that special test costs? $1,200. I ain't paying no $1,200.
That's crazy.
You see?
Yeah.
Now, if it fails the special test for $1,200, then we may replace that motor. You see what I'm saying? You just block people. Okay, 12. You see, you shut them off both ways. Deny. Okay, we may have an issue, but you got to pay $1,200.
Right. And imagine if that's your job. Like if you're an Uber driver and that's your car and your car is down and you need to try to fix it. your career may be almost over. Like you putting yourself in a bad position. You might have to rent a car. You might have to do something else.
Well, the best thing about Uber drivers, Brandon, those people don't check their vehicles. So
What you mean?
those particular customers who drive them Hyundais, they get a new motor because they don't check the oil level. They just run it till it stops. You know, so the oil level be 0. Oh, you get a new motor.
Okay, I got you.
With me, I check my oil level. Watch it's low. I add something to it. You see, I'm punished for checking my stuff, but the people who just ride it, they ain't punished.
Right.
And that's a fact, Jack.
When's the last time you've been in an Uber? Do you do some of that
before the pandemic?
Mm-hmm. I remember when we was in Utah, we got a Uber driver. It was a female. When we get in the car, it's a male.
Oh, boy, you and your wife was in there?
Yeah, and my daughter. Yeah.
Well, if your wife was in there, he was trying to R-word you, Brady. That was a joke. He's an R-word, Brady.
I know. But that's scary, you know. But hey, that's how the game is. Like, if people get attacked with that Uber stuff, not to get into that, but what we got going on? Is this the immigrant topic?
Yeah.
Kind of segue from Uber drivers because a lot of them do that, but go ahead.
All right, thumbs up if you can hear it.
Of a new $50 million program to hand out prepaid debit cards to migrant families.
If this is successful, we're going to expand it even more.
The cards can only be used for food and baby supplies with a limit of up to $1,000 per month for a family of 4. And over the weekend, Texas Governor Greg Abbott joining the choir of criticism while on Fox News, calling the program insanity.
It may be the most reprehensible thing that I've seen take place over the past 48 hours.
It's the latest effort by New York City officials to deal with the ongoing migrant surge. More than 173,000 migrants and asylum seekers have arrived in New York City since the spring of 2022. Both the New York Democratic governor and the mayor have been pleading for federal support, insisting the city is at a breaking point.
This has hurt us. And where the White House needs to make adjustments.
The move as the search continues for migrants who were caught on camera attacking 2 New York City police officers last month. 7 suspects were arrested and 6 of those were released without bond.
Talking about without a bond. Now, hold on now. That's an assault on a police officer, right?
That could be deadly assault.
Right.
Jump.
That's crazy.
Release
with no bail.
But they had to put their money down.
Right.
They don't have a last name. They don't have no fingerprints, no social security card. They got nothing.
It don't matter. Just go ahead, go out, because we ain't gonna be able to keep up with you no way.
Now, Brandon, this may be Black History Month.
Okay.
But those black people in that picture were sure failing all Americans. Right there. The mayor was black. The person next to him was black.
And he was excited.
He was
excited about it.
Huh?
He was excited about announcing these debit cards for these migrants. Because I guess he said they're gonna be saving money doing it this way. It's a smarter way to do it. So it's great.
What happened to the soup lines, Brandon?
That's for us.
No, I know you'll get a soup line. I believe in Jesus, right? Jesus said, "Feed the poor," right? I believe that. We need to feed the poor. Have a building set up. We serving 4 meals a day if you qualify. Come up here, you get a meal. What they getting? Turkey necks, pinto beans, and rice,
which is not expensive. We can manage that. You can manage that. That's good. That's good eats.
I eat that food.
Yeah, for sure. I might make some pinto beans tonight. That's good. That's some good hearty eating.
But this governor, this mayor said no. They don't need no pinto beans. They don't need no turkey necks and rice and cornbread. Give them a ban.
Yeah, give them a debit card. They may not even be able to speak English. It don't even matter. Just give them a card and send them off to go shopping.
Brandon, you almost got a house of 4, don't you? Close to it, right?
Almost, yeah, close. Feel like
y'all spend $1,000 a month in food. In food now. Don't
No,
not
I'm not
eat
gonna-
out, not eating out. This in
No,
grocery store.
no. And like I say, if you budget and spend the right way, you can have a low. Maybe I'll say you can do 500. You can do Well, let's see.
I'm between
I'll
5
say
and 8.
seven. Yeah, about $700.
But Brandon, how they get that? Brandon, $250 a week. Do your grocery bill come out $250 a week?
It can, but
A
I'm
week?
a tax paying citizen. So if that's what I want to do, if I want to get some organic grapes and organic zucchini and stuff like that, I'm gonna do it. But I think to give these people cars, give these people money for nothing, for just coming over here, it just incentivizes more people to do the same. And it infuriates the black people, especially the black Democrats that are trying to push that line, be like, hey, let's vote Democrat. And this is what the Democrats plan to do. They don't have any money for us. They know we struggling and our economy is bad. You might be about to lose your job. Your car's in the shop. You may need some extra money, but we don't have any money for you.
Yeah.
But we do have money for them.
Yeah, the Hyundai, I got to put a quarter oil every 300 miles. Come on now.
Louis, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Just
quarter oil $6 for 300 miles. Hey, Brad, how often you change your oil? Brad, how often you change your oil, Brad? How many miles?
Supposed to be, because it's synthetic oil or something like that. It's like every 5,000 miles you're supposed to have an oil change.
All right,
less than that.
This said I done it every 3,000. That's 10 course between oil changes.
That's all right. That's a lot of money.
And they talk about ain't nothing wrong with your car. Man, get your hell up out of here. But thank God, I'm still good. Cause something that bitch go real bad. You put that Lucas up in there, sell that bitch.
But this is my thing. That's the American way.
That's Master P. Hi, nigga, what?
Yes, it is.
Clean that motor up, make sure no oil dripping. Put that Lucas in that bitch.
Somebody be oh, this is a good car. It's handling good.
Oh, that was good. Nice tires, the fresh tires, alignment, interior clean.
Mm-hmm.
But you better check it out for 300 miles. Put some oil in it. And what's going to happen, if people tell we off topic, but if your car is burning oil, what eventually happens, it go tear up your catalytic converter. That's $2,000.
You're right.
You know? Yeah. But yeah.
But what? But go ahead. You got somewhere you going with this? Go ahead.
$1,000 is a lot of money to give it somebody who only been here for 48 hours, Brandon. That's a lot.
Don't you think they deserve the red carpet treatment?
For what?
They're tourists.
Brandon,
when they come in, it's like they coming in our home. We want to roll out the red carpet. We want to make sure they're comfy. You know, they've been walking a long way, so let's go ahead. But did they say why they beat up the cops? Did they say why?
They're criminals, Brandon. You from a Nicaragua? Those some gangsters. Those are kind of people. You know, in Native American country, where they used to scap you, they be scapping people over there.
You're right. But they're gonna be changed. They're gonna be different when they get over here. This is the new world. They got them debit cards. They're gonna do things right. They're gonna show me and you, people that look like me and you, how to work. And then what Plies say, we don't like to work.
These guys,
you scoot over and let them work. They'll show you how to do it. They'll get paid half the money too.
These guys are robbing people like they in the Bahamas, Brandon.
They
rob you and jump on a moped and roll out. You know what I mean? In groups, it's organized. And look at us. And the cops, these cops got so much respect for non-black people.
Right.
They ain't pulled no weapon out, man.
That's what I was about to say. Isn't that crazy? You was gone. You're gone.
I feel for my life. Man, this guy had them tattoos and they was stopping me. I was getting hit in my head. I told them to stop. Get down. They didn't listen.
You may lose your job if one of them cops accidentally killed one of them immigrants. You might lose your job. These are protected people. These may be the chosen people. I'm not sure. The way they're being treated, it feels like that they're better than me and you. because it's homeless people. They fought in the war. They come home. They might be a little crazy and they can't, adapt to society. And now they're homeless. But the government's not going to take care of them. They're gonna let people who just walk over here illegally, don't have any identification or whatever. They're gonna try to take care of those people over American citizens.
And they put the boots to the cops. They get arrested, thank God, and they just released them.
Yeah, those are innocent people, Louis. You see that video? They were stomping roaches. They wasn't kicking those cops.
Oh no, I think one guy was on fire. He was trying to put out the fire.
It must be. That's it. We just look at.
See, they kicking in the head, Brandon. That's kicking. Brandon, if you hit somebody in the head, is attempted murder. All right.
Especially if it's a cop. Now,
yeah.
If you tussle with a cop, you getting at least 10 years in prison. That's an assault on an officer. But these guys, hey man, don't even worry about it. No bet, no bond. You just free to go. We don't know who you are, no way. So we definitely can't lock you up. And when Trump was in office, they had him in cages, and they had us feeling sorry for him, right? Remember?
There ain't no cages, Brandon.
That's what the media told Louis. That's what the media told me. They was in cages like animals. It was kids. They wasn't feeding the kids. They wasn't taking care of the kids.
It was felons. You lock up felons in cages.
No,
so what's the difference?
Those are innocent people. If you come to this land, we'll take care of you as long as you're not African American. If just imagine if Africa was drifted over to South Carolina and connected to South Carolina. Do you think they would let them come on in and get cards and debit cards and identification? You think they would let us do that?
Nah.
Why not though? It's people, right? We're just a little darker.
Nah, we got too many watch sellers and bootleg sellers and scammers over here already. We don't need those type of people.
But so you think it's because they think they're going to be working hard? Is that what it is?
Scammers?
But no, they let the Mexican people come over here.
Bricklayers.
That's what I'm saying. You think they're just going to be doing that kind of work and they already know? Maybe it's a behind the door deal that we just not privy to. The Mexican government has already talked to our government. They're like, look, we're just going to send them over. Y'all take care of them. But these some hard working.
See, the problem is, Brad, these ain't Mexicans coming over here. Mexicans quit coming over here in 10 years ago.
Right.
They don't come over here. Watch this, Brad. I work with a lot of Hispanics, right?
Uh-huh.
Most of the guys was not Mexicans, Brandon.
Yeah, they was from other areas.
It was from other areas.
Mm-hmm.
Guatemala.
Yeah.
Honduras.
Yeah.
Mostly Guatemala, Honduras. But most of them, we just call them that because that's what they say. But mostly, ain't nobody want. Boy, they pay above minimum wage in Mexico. Why you want to come?
Right.
Why you want to come over here?
Yeah, it's like what I mean. I understand that your country isn't perfect, but I don't know whether just coming over here is going to be the answer, especially if you're going to do it illegally. But hey. If they work so hard, I'm not saying it's the easy fix, but work hard in your country. Y'all can do the same thing in your own country.
Yeah, but it's a crooked system, so they can't. America. One thing about America, you could put a scheme together, and you could come up over this country. You can't do that over there.
Well, they do it. It's just not as easy.
You can't do it over there, Brandon.
People not getting money in Mexico. The cartels aren't getting money.
That's different. See, the cartels ain't gonna let nobody else get money.
Well, you better get with the cartel then.
Yeah, but everybody ain't down for that life.
You're right. But so you're gonna. But what's the deal? You're doing something illegal. You coming over here illegally and.
But you could come up with a scheme and come up over here. You can't do that over there.
I get you.
Like you go to Africa countries. Like you talk about voting, fraudulent votes. They got all fraudulent votes over there.
Right.
And the person who gets in power, I'm gonna take out the people who was against me.
You're right.
When I say take
against me, you're dead now.
If I get elected.
Right.
You see, that's how they roll over there. You can't really do that. Well, you can, but
do they flee? They I mean, some of them do come over here, but even that process, becoming an American citizen, it used to be hard and it used to take a long time. But these people are shortcutting the system, and it's just not going to end well for us.
Well, the goal is you don't want to become an American citizen, to let you know, because
Okay.
then
So what's the goal?
you have to pay taxes
Right.
to pay for this nonsense.
But don't you want the American? And then what they're coming over here for? But
No.
But listen, that's the thing. Like you just on some small time criminal stuff. That's why you coming over here. You want to get money and be illegal.
And still get the benefits of a citizen.
And get the benefits and extra benefits. Like you getting a credit card for no reason. Meanwhile, people are struggling and committing crimes and going to jail because they're trying to feed their family. They're trying to take care of their family.
Here's a fact: you give an American citizen money, i.e., stimulus checks, America will be booming like a mother sucker. And that's just a fact.
Yeah. But those cops that got kicked, if me and you go down there and kick those cops, what do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna release us with no bond?
No, I'll be gone. I'll be up a river.
You said up a river?
Yeah, I'll be up a river. I'll be going to what's that jail in New York? Rikers Island.
Rikers Island, yeah. Rikers
I'll be going up there. And the guy for New York said they think about this maybe false. But they think about closing it down, put some apartments up there. See how America works? It's all about with the money. They could get money from apartments or they could get money for
condos. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice though? I think you could sell people on that. But go ahead.
How would that be? Yeah, that shows you ain't no criminal no more if you can make some money. More money this way.
Right. What we got here?
And the label, like the same thing they do in Blue. They told Blue that he is $4 million in debt on these lawyers. Fight me. How you $4 million in debt? And I'm only $350,000 in debt. And our lawyers both have 5-star things on YouTube. That's what they do. Since they paying for your lawyer, no, they done gave him probably $400,000, Blue. And they done put 3.6 million on top, bro. When y'all could have paid me and this would be over with. Blue said they say he in $4 million debt with these lawyers. How? That's what they do to you. When you sign to a label, you don't know. And all the labels and the lawyers, they are friends. So you know what they're gonna put on the tax return? They paid me $4 million.
All right.
Now, Boosie Badass just gave some game to one of his alleged artists.
Right.
That these labels will run that checkup on you. We know this, brother.
Right.
You sign a deal. If you get that advance, go ahead, just pull your pants down and bend over. Because
it sounds good. Doesn't an advance doesn't sound good to us now because we know what it is. But if you about to sign, we're gonna give you an advance. Don't when you go to a check cashing place, don't they give you advance too? Isn't it the same thing?
That same thing as a title loan.
Right. So if they called it a title loan or something like that, we're gonna give you a loan. Maybe artists wouldn't sign, but they call it an advance and they do all this celebrating. They give you champagne bottles. But you're really signing your life away, and you're going to be in a bad situation eventually and complaining online about it. But go ahead. What you want to say?
Oh, see, one thing about these artists, just to let you know, your favorite rap artist or your favorite star who said they thug out, they got this. 19 out of 20 of them was dirt poor on the bottom. Ramen noodles eating when they signed that deal.
Right. Starving, desperate.
Desperate. So somebody put $15,000 of cash in front of them.
And they signed their whole life away.
And a check for $35,000 for the rest. So $50,000 bonus signing. They signed it like folks.
Yeah.
And now Blue, his dumb ass, probably said, "Hey man, Boost is soon with us. I don't know what to do. I need help." We got some lawyers we can help you out with that.
Right. And even before that, they was probably in his ear, like, Boosie probably taking some money from you. You need to look at them books. Something ain't right. I wouldn't do business with him. You might want to try to sign with us. We'll take care of you.
Well, I don't know what happened. I think he signed with Boosie. Then when the
I think
white
his
folks
brother,
saw him,
yeah, I
signed
think
with somebody else.
yeah, and that's what I think they were trying to poach him from whatever situation he had with Boosie. He was like, you had a great song with Boosie, but if you come over here, we'll really take you to the next level. I think they did the same thing with Meg Thee Stallion too. She was with Carl Crawford and maybe Roc Nation. This may be true, this may be not, but they kind of poached her away. Be like, look, you can come over here. We got all this stuff. We got hottie sauce at McDonald's waiting on you. As soon as you sign over here, we'll have you at Planet Fitness on a cloud. Dude, that's easy money. Or you can stay with Carl Crawford, who's a baseball player. He don't know about the business like we do. He don't have the connections we do.
Well, see, I bet Megan Thee Stallion, she was desperate, man. She was at that community college, dating, getting bust down at college by the JV junior college football players.
And I was just thinking about that because you remember she was when she first kind of came out, she was like, I'm in college, I'm smart, I'm a little ratchet, but I have my own little style. But now it's totally different. Like she kind of ran through the industry. I'm not saying anything wrong with this, but she kind of publicly, she'll say, I slept with a bunch of people and I'm having fun and doing that kind of stuff. It just kind of changes your image. And like I say, your image is important because young girls are looking up to you. They're following you. They're going to imitate what you do. So if you're twerking online, you're talking about sleeping with men, you're not trying to get married, you're not thinking about dating, you're just having fun, drinking, going out, getting shot. They're gonna be following you, just doing the same stuff.
Not well.
But that's what can lead to that. If you're going out partying and you drinking a lot and you with people that you don't need to be with, and y'all are fighting and arguing, can you be shot? Can it escalate?
You're anytime you had two different penises within 24 hours. Something may happen. I will recommend that.
And I'm not saying
to do that.
And I'm not saying she deserved it at all, but if you put yourself in certain situations, that can happen. Like you have to have accountability for the stuff that you do. So, if you're a leader, if people look up to you, they love you, you kind of owe it to them. Be like, look, I'm having fun, I'm partying, but you do have to you have to drink responsibly. You do have to take your time if you're gonna drink. Lewis, tonight, if you're drinking, are you gonna get wasted? You gonna go out drinking and driving? You gonna do anything like that? No, you're not gonna do that because
I get wasted. I may become paralyzed. Hell no, I ain't getting wasted.
But that's what I'm saying. But you're mature, you're older, but to younger people, they may not know. Like we talked about our last episode where we were talking about how we came up to see you. I was young, we was 20. We drunk too much, doing stuff we shouldn't have been doing, but that could have ended differently, right?
Oh yeah, it could. So it could, but God had us.
Yeah, God had it for sure. God ain't always gonna have you. You definitely can't lean on that. But just to get back to the rap stuff, like the way this stuff is set up, is not set up for us. They already have. I'm not gonna say it's a J word thing or whatever, but they have control of the industry. They have the lawyers in place. They have their infrastructure to take advantage of you, and you're gonna go promote the negativity to your community. And they're going to profit off of it, and we're going to suffer.
It's all about books too.
What you mean books?
Now, when it comes to the end of the year, you got money coming in, and you got money coming out. You pay taxes on the difference. So some companies will juice up the books.
You're right.
So the money coming in. And the money coming out, they may say they have more money coming out, so they'll pay no taxes.
Right.
But in actuality, like Boosie said, one of those line items that goes for professional services is $4 million.
Right.
But they really paid $400,000, but they're gonna write $4 million on the books and say, give me a receipt that says $4 million.
Right. And
I could get this, and we'll be straight.
If you listen to a lot of the rappers, the older ones, they'll tell you these kind of stories. Like they'll have so many finance charges, studio time, all this stuff, all these miscellaneous charges and bills to the artist that you're not even really checking behind it to make sure everything is legitimate. But you have a lawyer and the lawyer already works for them. He's just gonna let everything slide by. But we're being taken advantage of, and I'm not sure what kind of things we need to do to change it. But what you about to say? Go ahead.
This is my new cell phone I bought almost a year ago, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
My life, my money paid for some of it. I use this primarily for my rental property, and myself paid for it. So it went 3 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the ways is tax deductible, and 1 ain't.
Oh, that's good.
You see how it works?
Yeah.
And I use that for my rental property, and I damn sure use it for my life, my money. We know that.
Right.
Because I don't got no editing software. I use my phone for all of it.
And you do
well,
a great job.
I do have an editing software on my phone.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So I use all this stuff. So you see how that works?
Mm-hmm.
It's going how you view things.
And speaking about rap, because we did a video about BG, and I saw people comment on that. They feel like they like how BG sounds and what he's rapping about.
People commenting for real.
Yeah. And okay. I respond to. I was like, I don't have a problem with how he sounds, but don't you want to hear something different from BG? That's done a lot of time in prison. He's older. I'm not sure if he has kids or not, but he should see life differently. And I would want to hear my artist who I've grown up. Like when I was in high school, he was rapping. I'm a grown man now. BG is a grown man. He might be a granddaddy. I want to hear, if he's gonna be rapping, I want to hear a different perspective. And I think we were talking about how Juvenile gives you.
I said BG.
Juvenile gives you different perspectives. He raps about different stuff. But every time I turn on a BG song, it's the same thing. It's nothing wrong with it, but it don't make me want to go and listen to it multiple times. Like I said, I do like BG, but I want to hear something different. And I think he got a song with Sexy Red. I mean, okay.
Got a Sexy Red beat. See, this is what they do to our page. 6 comments, but I only see 2 of them. You see what I'm saying?
Somebody say you soft anyway. I saw that. Well, I wonder why they don't show you. That's weird.
Who see, you see what I'm saying? Who's soft? They don't show everything.
Hit one reply. That's just gonna show us. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. You want to go to the studio thing and try to pull it up that way?
Nah, I don't want to be too long, but yeah. Man, I was saying it's called Muhammad Ali used to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
If a man is paraphrasing, a man in his 20 years old should not think the same way when he's 40 years old.
No, you shouldn't.
BG
go ahead.
Is giving us content of the same way he was thinking when he was 20 years old.
Right.
Give us content on the trials and tribulations you had going to prison.
Yeah.
And probably somebody rat on you.
Yeah.
Or you refuse to rat. Give us that aspect.
Yeah.
I know you got it. I know you had to cry. You had to cry at least for a week up in there.
Right.
Let's talk for real, Brett.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I would want, something like that. I don't listen to like Jay-Z. Jay-Z's first album, he's not gonna be rapping about the same stuff on his last album. That's just progression. That's growth. As a man, that's what you're supposed to do. But I guess some people still want to hear the artists do the same thing over and over and over again to different beats as they get older. Like my music taste have changed. The stuff I want to listen to has changed. So if I liked an artist, I want to see where they're going. If I'm progressing in life and getting smarter and seeing things differently, I would hope you would see things differently too.
That's what Andre 3000 said several months ago. And Lil Wayne said, this man is crazy. Lil Wayne be eating fettuccine shrimps.
Okay.
Filet mignon. lobster tail, and been out the ain't never seen a hood in 40 years. But he's still rapping sometimes about some hood stuff.
For sure.
Lil Wayne, I want to hear Lollipop Lil Wayne. Come back, or Mrs. Officer.
Yeah.
Or at the most, Mona Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Come back with you. Come back as an artist.
Right. And you know, BG did drop an album or a mixtape, what do you want to call it, with Gucci Man. And I listened to some before I comment. I was like, well, let me see if what me and Lewis are saying is on par with what's really going on. And what was BG rapping about? I got bricks. I'm a killer, but
I got a pole to strap.
Yeah. Like, okay, I get it. But okay, do a couple songs. But what else? Like, I've already heard that. And like I say, it's cool. But if you're a great artist, we're gonna have expectations. We're gonna want to challenge you as an artist too. Like, I don't just want you just to put a song out, and I'm just such a fan that I love it no matter what it sounds like.
Did he rap about Bootsy put money on his books while in prison? And
I don't think I heard that yet. Yeah.
Why you rap about that?
Yeah. Maybe it's coming. Like I said, I'm gonna give BG a chance, but I'm just saying that's just something I'm looking forward to hearing. I want to hear some growth. That's all. Nothing wrong with that.
And BG, I saw how you got out of prison. you look like Charlie Brown. All right. They said put a chain around your neck, get some jewelry, and get your swag back. And you see how he was so humble when he was in that car looking dusty.
Yeah. But all it takes, you get that chain, you start blinking, get a watch,
Yeah, now but he was so humble coming out there.
And that's an important thing. We should touch on that too. But sometimes men, we don't grow up, and will prison stunt your growth? Yeah, it will. It's not always gonna stunt your growth, but when you get out, you should be a different man. You should be a different person. You shouldn't be wanting to try to do the same things you were doing when in your 20s when you get out.
Watch this, Brandon. I was at a water fountain 2 months ago, drinking water at the gym. This when my back was still hurting. And while I'm drinking my water, it's 2 water fountains. Another water fountain, if a person come up there and use it, your pressure go all the way down.
Okay.
So I was drinking my water. I don't drink that much water at the gym, so I was drinking. I was somebody come up there, push it down. Brandon, I damn got angry. That's a hold on. I can't fight nobody no more.
Can you? I mean,
I can't.
Why not? But okay, that's fair enough. I think if you just hit somebody, that's
Brandon, you gotta have your legs, Brandon. Fighting is all about your legs.
Lois, look, have you seen your hand? I mean, I see what you're saying. If you sitting down,
Brandon, I told Nicole I could get my ass whooped. I accept that. People can whoop my ass now. People, if you see me in public,
don't say that.
Before I had the surgery and get healed up, you can whoop my ass with no problem right now. Unless I can get to hug you.
So
and then I thought about it, I was like, man, he didn't know my water pressure go down. But I said, man, can you wait till I finish? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm about to, man, for some reason that got me angry. I usually don't get angry because I don't like kissing a water fountain. When the water go low, you got to kiss it.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I didn't like that, but reality stepped in. I said, man, can you just wait a little bit while I get the water? He said, oh, I'm sorry, no problem.
Right.
But I did get split angry, but I said, shit, I can't. Brandon, you don't know, Brandon. If I'm willing to take me becoming a paraplegic over the surgery, that's how serious it is.
I got you.
Because
like I say, it is a serious thing. If
you don't do it, you go come one regardless.
Yeah.
So might as well do it early, and if everything works out, you could be at this level or better.
Right.
You wait too long when you decrease, ain't no coming back up.
Right. That's what I'm about to say.
If it's too down.
It's harder to, I got you.
Yeah. So man, y'all don't know. But yeah, I'm humble now. I was humble before. I don't. When people be in the cars, it takes a lot for me to get angry in the car. That only happened that one time when the man was being it was like a movie behind me was happening. I told you about that story, right, Brandon?
I can't remember.
Well, guys beeping his horn and then went off the side of the road, sped up right beside me.
Hold on 1 second, Lewis.
And then sped up right beside me.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm back.
Guy I was driving, person in front of me put their signal light on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I do remember.
Got jipped to the side. Then a man in a 500 Benz speed up.
I remember
V8 engine, you can hear beeping the horn. Boop, 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 boop. We in the one lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
He come up to the side of me that's on the side road, wall and debris. Hey, in a road right there.
You're right.
Came up right there. I said, "Oh, he want to get down." So because he done all that, now I'm ready for him. So I looked up. I did this. I looked. I said, if he made eye contact, I was ramming my car into his passenger side car. And but he had to look me in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do it.
So you let him.
He didn't do it, and he kind of like eased up because it wasn't the road. He was about
to he was in it, right.
Yeah,
right.
It got behind me.
Right.
The light was yellow, about to turn red. This motherfucker said to stay behind me. He went around and ran the whole damn light.
Right.
But he
was that necessary? It was over.
It was over because he did too much right then, Brandon.
Right.
I fell through. I said, "Oh, he big and bad. He don't know. I'm trying to bust them knees out." I try to bust those knees out. That's why I wanted to do if he looked me in my eyes. But you see how God protect you?
Yeah. And like I said, you could have hurt yourself as well, but
I was gonna hurt myself.
Okay, but you never
I'm on the driver's side. I got the passenger side is empty. I got the whole hood, and he just got that little bumper, that little door when his legs at, and that was gonna get. I hope the bend them damn legs up like pretzels. That's what I want. I don't get like that, Brandon, but he was over the top. He was over the top that time.
So do you have a temper? You think you have a temper?
No, Nicole said I got one, but if a man has a temper and he's 40 and nothing never happened, he really got a temper?
Stuff just bothers you.
Most stuff don't bother me. Here's the thing about me. I react with looks, and even with Brandon, I may get loud. That don't necessarily means I'm angry or upset.
Yeah.
I don't take it that way. Yeah, but she takes it that way with me. But my voice has got elevated. Yeah. But this is why I tell you. She said, "You get angry." I said, "Did I put my hands on anybody?"
Right.
If the answer is no, I did not really get angry.
Yeah. And I tell my daughter the same kind of thing. Like, just because I raise my voice or I elevate it or whatever, I'm not angry at you. I'm just reacting. And sometimes you just react. You heard me when you called me before we went on the stream. Like, I may have raised my voice a little bit, but I'm not mad at her. Like, I'm telling her what happened and I'm just reacting. That's just human nature. Certain people react a little louder than other people, but you're not in a rage. You're not ready to beat somebody up necessarily. You're not out of control. Like, there's a difference between in control and out of control.
Correct. I always say, did I hit somebody? If the answer is no, then I was not angry.
Like, when you're angry and you see red and you just doing whatever, like,
no, I don't do whatever.
I'm saying that's when somebody's really out of control. Like, when you angry and you see red and you're out of control and you black out, that's when you have an issue.
No, I ain't black. I control. I'm not a bitch. All right, I can control my emotions. I chose to act like that. Yeah.
And that's what I want to say to people who watch our videos too. Like, me and Lewis, we're entitled to our own opinion. Like, just because you disagree with one thing or several things that we have to say, don't get emotional about it and just feel like you have to lash out at us or at the channel. Like, we're here for discussions. Like, maybe you have something, intelligent to say, or something factual, or you have statistics to back your case. Like, let us know. We don't necessarily want to just hear oh, you soft, or we don't know what we're talking about. Tell us what we're talking about. Remember we talked about Greek Freak and how, you know, he's okay. They were saying he's the best. He's the next LeBron. You see how the Bucks are doing right now with Dame Lillard. We kind of called that out back when we talked about it, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And we ain't being malice at all.
No, we seeing things. We taking our experience, what we've seen in the NBA, and telling you guys. So that's all it is. It's nothing personal. I don't hate. I don't know the dude. You know, he is what he's not Jordan. He's not LeBron. That's basically what we're saying.
They playing a game called basketball, right, Brandon?
Yeah, they playing basketball.
Should you be able to have good dribbling skills in basketball? Yes or no?
You should.
Okay. Should you be able to shoot a basketball? Yes or no?
Yes, you should.
All right. So if you can't dribble, you can't shoot, but you hell of athletic and they got heart, you could be a good player.
You can.
But damn, you ain't gonna be the best of the best.
No, you're not. You're just not. You're just not. And we can see it. Like, I know the game of basketball enough to know that the Bucks are having some issues. Like, Dame is good, Giannis is good too, but you need a whole team to win a basketball, to beat another team. Like, they don't have the chemistry or the great players enough to fill the holes. Like, if you have a phenomenal player, he can kind of correct some mistakes or some holes that you have in the team. But if you don't, you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle.
Incorrect. And uphill, but your best player, he plays the best going downhill. So
and I don't know if you paying attention to Dame, but Dame is not shooting well. Like, it's just, I don't know what's going on. He's shooting a lot of threes, and like I said, he makes some big threes, some long threes, but he misses a lot too. Like, you're not gonna win basketball games like that, especially if I'm a teammate. I'm open. I look over Dame shooting from half court, you know, and he hits or he missed. Like, swing the ball around. You got to get your teammates involved so they can trust you, so they can play hard. Like, it's not just one-on-one. Let me see what you got, and then pass to Giannis. Let me see what he got.
And that's the reason why Reggie Miller, Ray Allen are some of the best shooters. Stephon Curry too are some of the best shooters ever. They was consistent at shooting. And the whole game was all about shooting. But when they had to shoot, they was pretty good at it.
Right. They was ready to shoot, and they was going to hit it
40% of the time.
Right. And then not take it. Like I say, do you think Dame shooting those long threes, that's a high percentage shot? Like, basketball, you may be able to hit it. It may work sometime, but you kind of got to make the smart basketball decision.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago was a high percentage shot. Just like Klay Thompson can't buy a basket no more.
Right. And for some reason, like, I don't know, Klay was great, and we said Klay isn't who Klay used to be. I think we said that probably like a year ago.
About 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
And I, you know, people thought maybe we were hating or guess or whatever, but now they benching him in the fourth quarter in the stretch of the game, because they know, like, back in his prime, he was pretty good at defense, but he had that injury, and that injury is hard to come back from. So,
and back in his prime, he was pretty good at offense.
Right.
But for the past 3 years, we could call it pretty quick pretty soon. For the past 3 years, the offense ain't doing nothing. And watch this. I put my statistics on it.
Right. I
said this last year, I think year before last year. I said Klay Thompson is almost, he's good 1 out of 3 games. Stephon Curry is good 50%. He'll win 50% of the games. So if he don't win that first game, he lost the series.
Right. And that's kind of what basketball comes down to. It's a game of statistics and probability. So, you know, we can kind of see where, because stuff is kind of, I'm not going to say it's trendy, but you can follow trends, especially with a basketball player. Like, he's getting older, so of course he's going to be on the decline. And he's got an injury that a lot of players don't bounce back from. So it's just going to be hard to overcome that.
And AD is the same way. If one game, 40 points, next game, 10, next game, 30 points, next game, 13. You know, so you better win that first game.
Right.
So you could get it in 3, or you could get it in 3. So same thing.
And real quick, because we talking about basketball, but the Clippers, we wasn't sure whether that was gonna work. I was really not sure that team was gonna work, especially if everybody wants to start. But Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench, and they're looking pretty good right now. When they get in the playoffs, I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, because when teams really can focus on you, and you know how James Harden is in the playoffs, like Kawhi may be injured, Paul George may be injured, so you kind of got to see. But we can go by history, and history is nothing but stats, and you just have to kind of go see. Would I say they're going to win the championship? I don't think so. It's a chance, but
all right, here's history. James Harden, last time he was good in the playoffs was 2015. How many years ago that was?
That's a long time.
All right. Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook. Last time he was in a hot game, LeBron James beat him.
Okay.
PG, he had
the GOAT. He said he's
the GOAT. He wasn't good in the playoffs since the Pacers.
LeBron was on. LeBron was on the Heat. Yeah, a long time ago. So,
and Kawhi Leonard,
the Claw. Yeah,
if he plays, if he don't play, y'all ain't winning. If he plays, he's real good. So there you go. That's what you got.
Yeah. That's a good little breakdown. Is anything else in the NBA? I think the deadline is today. Lakers didn't do any trades. I don't think. I was gonna have to check to see who got moved around, because some players did, but it's basically the same, I believe.
It's gonna be Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, just like last year in the lose.
I think so. Okay. To Denver.
I don't know. You got Oklahoma. How the Thunder got so good? They bad last year. Same team. They just get young players.
But young players playing together. Nobody's a superstar. Everybody is average. So you just got a bunch of good players that are playing together and making shots. For some reason, that's a winning formula in the NBA. Same thing with.
You mean basic basketball?
Yeah, basic basketball. Teamwork.
Yeah, I didn't know
like
that.
How the Spurs were playing. Same with Sacramento Kings. Like just playing regular basketball, moving the ball around, trusting your teammates, and scoring.
With Brandon probably don't remember, but at Myrtle Beach we had to play some European guys, big tall big motherfuckers. You remember those guys?
Vaguely.
They were white. White guys.
And how did it go down? Were we hooping that day?
I think they beat us. But they was like the size of Eric or something. They like big white guys and like Europeans and like different. Like
college size players.
No, the motherfuckers were big, Brandon. I mean they were big. I mean knuckles dragging on the float. You don't remember that?
I don't, and we lost. It
was like 3 or 4 of them.
I kind of remember us playing up there, but I played up there a couple times after that because I live up there. But I don't really remember what we did.
European guys.
I don't really remember.
But they had teamwork and they was athletic.
So did we play anybody else that day?
I can't remember, but usually we used to whoop everybody.
Yeah, because we knew how to play. I knew your strengths, you knew mine, we knew Eric's strength. And when you have a team like that and you're playing in unison, you can win. It's just easier to win. If you got 3 people they don't know each other, or people that have egos and stuff like that, shooting too much, that kind of stuff, back and forth arguing, it's harder to win that way.
Yeah, I think the European guys, they knew each other, played together.
For sure, probably.
They had long hair and stuff. And one was about my height. The rest was about you and Brandon's height. You and Eric's height.
I got you. I don't remember that.
But the best game, the funnest game we had, we played the Latinos and the Chinese people. You remember that?
No,
yeah, Brandon, you remember that?
At the beach? No, I don't remember that.
And the girl came out there and said, y'all smell like a wine house.
I kind of remember that. I kind of remember playing. Oh, that is right. Because
every guy was like this tall.
Yeah. I do remember. That was the first year that we came to the beach, right?
Was that the first? I can't remember, but that was fun. Everybody's shorter than me. I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of like sometimes you know how you remember how you were scoring in a game and stuff like that. I just don't really remember scoring out there or playing out there really.
Well, we came out there drunk and whooping them.
Drunk over what though? What were we drinking?
I don't know. I think we was old enough to drink then, Brandon, but came drunk and whooping them. Yeah. Okay, y'all smell like a wine house. That's what the girl said, one of the girls.
That's funny.
I said, how the Hispanic guys and the Asian guys on the same court together? How that happen?
Right.
And we come out there. That used to be okay, audience. Me and Brandon and Eric, when we used to go to the beach, one of our favorite things to do was go down there and play basketball.
It was. We love the hoop, you know. That was one I think. When's the last time you've been a minute since you played? I remember you was telling me about you playing your cousin. I'm not your cousin, your nephew. Is he you still watch him play? Is he trying to lean towards doing that?
Nah, he a football player. He a wide receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, varsity. Yeah, he a football player. Yeah, he. You know, if you don't get on basketball, stay with it, you'll lose. You'll lose it.
You can, and like I say, if you're doing it daily, staying on, working on your dribbling, working on your shots, stuff like that, you know,
yeah,
you can really go somewhere.
Because he could. Then that was about 2-3 years. Then he was athletic, but then had the dribbling like the regular dribbling down, and you won't have that down unless you play all the time.
Yeah, what you mean? Like if somebody pressuring you or really guarding you, he don't really.
His handles wasn't real high. It was good enough, but wasn't like high.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was like kind of like sloppy a little bit.
Yeah. I remember if you put pressure on Eric, he'll carry that ball over the top and be ready to shoot it.
Well, with our friend Eric, he did not need to play us. He needed to play somebody who didn't know how he plays.
Yeah.
Because I remember back at your house, I said, Eric, I go block every shot. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And did I block every shot?
Yeah, pretty much. Because you know his game. And if he jumps, he's not leaving the ground too much. So
I remember that. I said, I go block every one of your shots. I think your little brother was out there too.
Probably. That was a good time. We just in the backyard, just going one-on-one. And we played a couple times at Eric's backyard too. You know, just going at it.
Yeah, and we good. But if you did. He had to play somebody who knew his way of playing, then he'd be fine.
Yeah.
Right. And then he had to get set up. He didn't dribble too good. He was more, I'm a 3-step. If I don't catch it, if I don't shoot, I'm gonna 3-step it and shoot.
Yeah.
Or if I under the basket, he go grab a rebound and put it back up.
Yeah.
But it's more like a 3-step and shoot. If I could describe that.
Pretty much.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's gonna be boop boop. Then
and pull it ready. You'll be right there every time.
But if you don't know, you didn't know. So, right. But I knew. All right, bro. I said, bro, I'm gonna block you every shot.
Right. And just that pressure, you know, and like I say, when you do stuff like that to your friends, you're only making them a better player. Like if nobody's pushing you or challenging you in that way, like you just gonna stay the same, and you're gonna think you're gonna be ready to play other people, and they're gonna drag you. You're not ever gonna really challenge yourself to, you know, excel. And same thing with BG. Like we just challenging BG or whoever we criticize. That's how you get better.
And I don't think I never blocked none of your shots, Brandon.
I'm pretty sure you have.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I kind of remember one time. I think you probably blocked it or
bullshit.
No,
this whole thing I remember. Brandon stayed in the air too long.
I do.
I'm coming down, and he still have enough to shoot. That's all I remember.
But I'm pretty sure you blocked me before.
Hell no.
Okay, if you say so.
Hell no. For some reason you was hard to guard. I be coming down, he still be there or coming out.
Right.
And I wasn't doing no fouling. I tried to guard you legit.
Yeah, for sure.
People used to. Everybody who guard me, except for y'all, always foul me. They only thing they had to do was foul me.
Yeah.
Cause I think they couldn't stop me if they didn't foul.
No, you can't.
Even they had to hit my arm. All
I
this.
think I had to really guard. Like you were just a tough person to guard. It's just
I don't know. You guard. It was you guard me.
no.
fine.
It's for some reason you just had a lot of intensity. Like if I'm guarding somebody else, it's not that much energy being spent. You're spending a lot of energy when you play.
Nah,
But
I
what
think you guard me just fine, Brandon. I had to with you. I couldn't not out hop. I had to put the ball where you can't get it,
Yeah, we couldn't reach it.
which I still could do. Well, see, that's man, this damn back fucking me, man. I was gonna be killing these young boys, man.
And you know what? You was talking about how I used to hang. Like it's funny because you think you always gonna have that ability, and I just remember when I was trying to go back out there, like. As soon as I go up, I'm coming straight down. Going up, coming down. You don't got that float thing no more. You go up, you come down. It's just like that. So that's just.
So you knew you was floating?
Well, yeah, kind of. Like I knew I could hang a little bit more in the air, especially when somebody's trying to block my shot. I can kind of adjust it and fade back and do different things. That's why it was harder to block me. I remember that, but like I said, when I got older, you just couldn't do that anymore.
Oh damn! Well, that Brandon, you the only person I knew like that.
There was some. I mean, I don't know. Like I remember when Tyson played. Like he would rise up really quick, and I'm pretty sure he could, if he wanted to do that kind of thing, he could do it. Like
I don't know. Okay.
And some of them other players, like I was trying to think because I might have saw him on Facebook or something like that. But it was some of the players that was older than us, like above us. It was like a point guard. He was really good. I can't remember his name. He might have had braids. And the dude rode our bus. I can't remember him too. Like they used to, because I used to watch them play, and like they'll lay up and kind of hang in there, kind of like how Kyrie play. Like Kyrie kind of lay up and kind of float a little bit and do stuff in the air a little bit like that. That's some good point guards, and some point guards could do that. I don't know. For some reason, I was like, well, I can get blocked, but if I kind of stay in the air and kind of float, I was kind of skinny too back there, so I didn't have a lot of mass pulling me down. So maybe that was part of it. But
now, did you tell yourself to stay in the air longer? Could you tell you when to come down? Or could you
but I was just kind of just going up and just slowly coming down.
No, could you force yourself to go down faster?
I never really thought about that. Yeah. But I guess if I needed to, like if I get a rebound, I'd jump up and come down with it. But maybe it's something, I don't know, that you tell yourself to do.
Because you see it sometimes, especially in the NBA, not a lot in the NBA, when somebody can make contact, they stop, completely stop.
Yeah.
Then they just something to say, do the
Yeah.
And then they go up a little more.
Go up a little more, right? I've seen that too sometimes.
But they stopped.
Like when they impact, when they touch somebody or something.
When they touch somebody, they stop. It's like they don't go up. Then they just
pause a little bit.
Then go up.
Yeah. And that's when you get dunked on. Somebody doing like that. Like you'll think your momentum jumping into them, or it'll push them back, but it pushed them up over you some more. Seemed like.
Yeah, if I could find a picture of Barry Davis, I see him do that dump, hit somebody, boom, stop. Then they say no.
He wraps it up. Right.
I don't know how
to describe it. Yeah.
Like you got so much energy, like you've made impact, but it's still enough to.
Yeah. And like Jordan used to do that kind of stuff too. Like I say, whatever I used to do, I can't do it. As soon as I'm going up, I'm coming down. I ain't got no hang time.
Well, we halfway to 80, so there you go.
Right.
80 divided by 2 is us. All right, Brandon. I had some more, but I don't got no more. We don't need to do it. It's just bullshit.
Yeah. I was going and plus my daughter's in here too. I was going to just tell you a quick story. Put her on there because I did put her on the if you look at my daughter, what race would you think she was if you didn't know? Because somebody told me, she told me the other day, she said a girl in her class was trying to tell her that she is Mexican. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I told, she was like, well, I kept trying to tell her that I'm not, and this and that. And that's just something certain kids like us have to go through at school. And I think she was telling me another student was saying something about too many black kids, or what did the boy say since she's in here?
So he was like talking about like ants.
You see, he was talking about ants.
Black people.
And he said it was a lot of black people. So, just some of the struggles that we go through as parents in this world. And I think she was saying they're kind of fascinated with her hair. So they touch her hair a lot too. And, just having these kind of conversations with her to tell her that, she's beautiful, number one. People are going to be fascinated with her hair and trying to touch it and stuff. And kids know about race. They know about differences that people have. And it's just, we have to cope with it. And you have to make sure you're uplifting your kids and telling them how great they are, because they're in a system where if you're brown, maybe people feel like you're less than. And she learned about slavery, and they talked about that kind of stuff. And me and you have talked about how you feel when they're talking about that, and you're the same color skin as the people in the book that were slaves. So it's just important, especially this month is Black History Month. So make sure you educate your kids and yourselves on some of the great things that we've done. So before we go to bed tonight, I'm gonna make sure I show her some, because I've shown her some of the stuff we do and like some of the Black History stuff. But I showed her the video that you put up using us and the book as well too, where I guess we were doing some yard work and you tied it into one of the videos.
Okay, yeah, bro. I said, damn, I tried to put this out, but I said Brandon posted it, but I didn't post too.
I don't have no problem with
Okay,
sure.
I didn't post too much because I don't like to be invasive.
That's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Because somebody said something, I get the real angry.
Well, do you want to say something? Come on, you want to say something? What do you want to say?
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. All right, go ahead. We about to wrap up. Go ahead over there, because I'm Ray.
Boy, y'all got both of y'all the hair the same, almost.
Well, she don't have lots, but she has like curls, I guess, and people think she's mixed. So
Oh Lord! See, I'm telling people they only think Negroes come in,
and I think that's what she was saying. She was just thinking like, just you see people in Africa, and you think the girl might have thought, well, Brad doesn't have that kind of hair, so maybe she's not African, because in the books they have her hair looking a certain way. So
my niece got hair now to a butt.
But they think we can't grow hair like that. And
it's not
weave.
No, it's not kinky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's actually my grandma's hair, but she got it.
You're right. And like I said, we have a lot of different courses of hair. Well, I don't know the proper term, but Black people have a lot of different hair textures. I'll just say that. Types, as my daughter said. But yeah, so you can't just put us in a box and just think, okay, well, if your hair looks like this, then you're mixed. You must have a Black parent and a white parent. So
let's get this for Black history before we go. The Black woman has every race inside her.
Mm-hmm.
She can produce any race on this world. So sometimes the hair may come out different. Sometimes the hair of this race, they got every races. This is how the genes lined up. But I rarely see
what
a wonderful man with an afro and brown eyes.
or locks. I've seen a white person with locks.
No, they got locks, but they're weird looking locks.
Yeah, they are.
And a gold teeth.
Wait, what?
And a deep voice. I ain't never seen that.
That's interesting.
But the Black woman, they produce any kind of person on the earth. So yeah,
there you go. But all right, Lowe's, we're gonna get out of here. It's almost bedtime. I gotta make sure. I think my daughter's already read her story. She got a spelling test tomorrow.
And tell her she up too late. She is up too late.
Lowe's said you're up too late.
You should have been in bed at 8 o'clock.
What is the time anyway?
It's almost 9. I say over to say trying to come on camera. But yeah, we about to get ready to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna try to get my every time. What's that?
This wherever they is, help you go to sleep quicker.
Okay, but I don't know what's going on with my light. I got my light plugged up. It went out on me, but we still gave you guys good content. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you check out some of our other videos. Louis, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Thank you. I don't know. You saw the quality went down. Thank you. Y'all guys have a good day, and we're gonna talk to y'all guys later.
All right.
Check out the links below. Support the channel all you can.
All right. Thank you guys. Take care.